Isabel, say hi. All right, so today we are here to rank the final girls of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. There is not a individual final girl for every single film in the series. A lot of the final girls in this franchise carry on for multiple movies. So that's why the list is so small. So with that said, let's dive into the tier maker box, which is this. As you can see, we have GOAT, Good, Decent, Meh, and Nope, with Nope obviously being the worst, and GOAT being, well, Ghost, the greatest of all time. So as you can see, we have let's see, it looks like there's 7 of them out of the 9 films where we're going to be covering all the final girls, and I'll explain each final girl as we go and what movies they belong to. So let's start with Nancy, the original heroine of the franchise, played by Heather Langenkamp. She showed up in part 1, very prominent role in part 3. She showed up in part 7, which is Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and she was playing herself, Heather Langenkamp. She wasn't really playing Nancy, but it still counts. But with that said, she definitely does belong to GOAT, because as far as final girls go in this franchise, she's definitely GOAT. Next up, we have Jesse from A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. We unfortunately only saw his character in one movie, but he's definitely one of the funnier and more prominent final girls in the franchise, I think. Impeccable acting, believable character, funny, awkward, hilariously, just a very cool, eccentric character. We haven't seen anything like it prior or before, or since, I mean. And like I said again, unfortunately, we haven't seen his character reprised in the series at all since. But Jesse definitely belongs, to me, in GOAT. As far as I'm concerned, Jesse is definitely GOAT in the series. Moving on to Part 3's final girl, Kristen Parker, played by Patricia Arquette in Dream Warriors and Tuesday Night in Dream Master. Same character, 2 different actresses played the role. I think I probably prefer Tuesday Night's version in Part 4 better than Patricia Arquette. Nothing against Arquette's role; she was great in Dream Warriors, but I liked the rendition of Kristen in Part 4 better than Part 3. So with that said, I have here pictured as Tuesday Night's version. Kristen Parker, I think, definitely belongs to Good. She's not on the level of Nancy or Jesse, but she's good for what she is in Part 3 and in the small bit we saw of her character in Part 4 before she gets roasted in the furnace. Spoilers. So yeah, probably almost a GOAT, but I think definitely belongs in Good, with all due respect. Moving on to Alice, who is introduced in Part 4, The Dream Master, but really becomes the heroine towards the end of Part 4. I guess maybe the second and third act, she really takes over the role for Kristen after Kristen kicks the bucket. So by the end of Part 4, she's definitely the main character, and all through Part 5, she's obviously the main character. But Alice is absolutely fantastic. She's probably one of the better final girls in the franchise for sure. And with that said, I mean, if you've seen the franchise, you know she just kicks all kinds of ass. She definitely belongs in GOAT, as far as I'm concerned. Moving on to the chick from Freddy's Dead, who plays Freddy Krueger's daughter in the film. I forget the name of the actress and the character because I am such a fan of that movie. But she's just, to me, I mean, this is no offense to the actress or the character. What, baby?
Have you ever sold a panda fish?
A panda fish?
Yeah.
I haven't. Ask them.
Hey, have you ever sold a panda fish?
They're not responding. Why are they responding? She's back to her thing. Anyways, to me, she's just meh. The character's meh. Her role in the film is meh. The acting is fine for what it is. I mean, the actress did a good job within the context of the parameters of the storyline. It's just that whatever. It's meh. It's not changing. It's not decent. It's not nope. It's just meh because it's kind of just there. That's my opinion on the subject of Freddy's Dead pretty much in every aspect of that film. So let's move on to Freddy vs. Jason. Excuse me. to the character of Laurie, who is the final girl of Freddy vs. Jason. And good actress, good character. I know a lot of people think she's annoying at times. That's whatever. She doesn't annoy me, but I think she's a very good character and a very good addition to the franchise. With that said, I put her in GOAT. I think she rivals the likes of Nancy and Jesse. Probably not Alice. But, I mean, she cuts Freddy's head off. So, I mean, enough said in that regard. You know what I mean? So, and moving on to the last and probably least final girl of the franchise is the remake version of Nancy from the 2010 remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't like that movie. I think all the acting is pretty subpar. Clancy Brown did a good job. Jackie Earl Haley, who played Freddy, did a good job considering the material. But I really think that movie's just a whole big messy ball of meh. And I did not care for this version of Nancy at all. I think she's incredibly annoying. It's just, I could go on and on about my dislikes about that version of the character. No offense to Rooney Mara. I think pretty sure she is a pretty good actress outside of that movie, but everything about Nancy in this movie just did not work for me. So she is definitely going to nope. And there's the that's the ranking right there of the chart. So with that said, I think let's go through and rank these from greatest to least. So let's change this box real quick from best to the least, so I can stack these all up for you and show you my least to best. So obviously Nancy from the remake is going least. Mech Girl from Freddy's Dead is going right there. Then we'd probably have Kristen Parker. I'm going to put Alice number 1 because Alice is the best final girl of the franchise. I don't care what you say. I like Jessie better than Nancy. All due respect to Heather Langenkamp and Nancy from the first film, the third film, and New Nightmare. I think she's awesome, but Jessie is hilarious. So it's Alice, Jessie, Nancy, Laurie, Kristen, Freddy's Dead chick, remake Nancy. With Alice being the best and remake Nancy being the worst. Right, Monkey? Right, Goober?
Right.
Say right.
Right.
All right, so there's my ranking of the final girls of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. And if you're watching this on Freddy Krueger Day, then happy Freddy Krueger Day 2023. Hey, Monkey, can you tell them happy Freddy Krueger Day?
Happy Freddy Krueger Day.
Thumbs up.